Hi, and welcome to another episode of Growing Up. Today is all about gender reveal, as we socially call it. So, maybe as a pre-note before we get into it, there is a fundamental difference between gender and sex. And it has nothing to do with being politically correct or left side or for a certain movement. I don't even want to go into being left or right because some people are so far left that they are actually the new right. This is not about that. It's purely based on biology. When I say gender reveal, I actually mean how will my baby feel to interact in society based on norms, roles, and relationships. Or how will I raise my baby to fit in society based on norms, roles, and relationships. So, will they follow the norms and roles of a man, or will they follow the roles and norms of a woman? And that may or may not have anything to do with what is between their legs. When I say sex reveal, I actually mean what organs, chromosomes, hormones, and other attributes does my baby have? So typically, sex can be divided into male, female, or intersex. Now, at 14 weeks, for me at 18 weeks, I could see the outside genitals of my baby. And I say outside genitals of my baby because remember, you can have a vagina on the outside, but have no uterus on the inside, or have testicles on the inside. And this made me curious about how one determines the sex of a person. So this is what I found out. So the sex of a person is determined by the following factors. It's the genitalia, the gonads, and the gonads is the ovaries or the testicles, the internal reproductive anatomy, the chromosomes, the hormone production, the hormone response, and then the secondary sex characteristics. The genitalia are the external reproductive structures. So it's the penis in the male, the clitoris, and the vulva in the females. The gonads are the testes in the male and the ovaries in the female. So they are responsible for producing the sperm in the male and the eggs in the female. The internal reproductive anatomy are the female's internal reproductive organs, which extends from the gonad, the ovary, to include the vagina, the uterus, the fallopian tube, the tubes, the cervix, and the ovary. The males then also extend to include the accessory organs. Now, chromosomes, usually someone who has female body parts has two X chromosomes. And someone who has male body parts has an X and a Y chromosome. But there are some instances where one can have an X and a Y chromosome, but have a vulva and a clitoris as genitals, and testicles as gonads. In other cases, one may have different sets of sex chromosomes. You can have two X and a Y, or you can have three X's. There is a range when it comes to chromosomes. The next one is hormone production. So men and women have the same hormones. However, each has varying hormone levels based on their needs. Primary female sex hormone are estrogen and progesterone. However, women do produce small amounts of testosterone. And then the primary sex hormone for male, testosterone. However, men do produce small amounts of estrogen and progesterone. There are cases, certain diseases or disorders, where women can have higher levels of testosterone. And then this can lead to infertility, early appearance of pubic hair, severe acne, miscarriage, type 2 diabetes, obesity. But luckily, there are treatments to decrease and balance these testosterone levels. So the next one is hormone response. For a typical human male, there is believed to be a surge in fetal testosterone at around weeks 8 to 24 gestation. So when you are a fetus in your mommy's tummy. Now, during this period, the male fetus produce more than 2.5 times the levels of testosterone that is observed in females. As a result, any effects of fetal testosterone are most likely to take place during this period. Now, for typical human females, levels are generally very low throughout pregnancy and childhood. Now, the role of prenatal hormone levels in the development of later behavior in non-human mammals has been explored in experiments, comparing castrated males with normal males, with normal females, and then with females that were treated with androgens. Now, androgens are the hormone, the sex hormone for male, which is mainly made out of testosterone. And when I say normal, I mean the way society understands what a male is and what a female is. So it was the castrated males and then the treated females that were given testosterone. Then it was the normal males and then the normal females. The castrated males usually showed feminized neural development, cognition, and behavior, whereas the females who were treated with androgen showed masculinized neural development, cognition, and behavior. So again, you can look like a female on the outside, but on the inside, you can have male characteristics. Now, secondary sex characteristics are features which appear at puberty. So for men, it would be having a beard or hair on the chest or having narrow hips, although not all men have narrow hips, less fat tissue overall, having a deeper voice. For women, it would be having that rounded figure, like an hourglass. These are days of our lives. Having wider hips, which prepare us for childbearing, more pronounced breast with fat tissue, and a higher voice. To recap, out of the 7 factors that determine my baby's sex, at the moment, I only know 2. I know it's genitals, and I know it's chromosome. I know it's chromosome because I did the non-invasive prenatal test. So based on my knowledge on these 2 factors, I can say that my baby has a penis and my baby has XY chromosomes. Based on the other 5 factors, whatever sex he turns out to be, or whatever gender he turns out to be, or whether he wants to be referred to as a she or a them, it's his prerogative, because as the studies show, it's nature and we are all born this way. All I know is that they will be my rainbow baby, and I am blessed beyond for the fact that they are still alive and still growing inside of my tummy. Till next time, see you in our next video.